Guys, ChaseWins.com. Thursday, March the 3rd, 2022. Going to get you on some free plays. Give you a bunch of free plays yesterday. Going to give you quite a few again today. Tell you what we've got going on. First off, not subscribed. New here, first time you're seeing us. You've been watching us for the past couple of days or weeks and you're not subscribed yet. Make sure you do. But when you do so, hit the notification bell. That way, whenever a video goes up, which is most days, but again, there's no certain time that a video goes out. Could be morning, afternoon. It could be, late the night before. You will be notified immediately. That way you can take advantage of the free plays, get all the value, no line movement, anything like that. And then you will be able to not just get what's there, know about any promos, releases, big games that are going on, playoff action like we've got now in college basketball announced in certain packages that if you don't watch these videos, maybe you don't know about it. So anything like that, you always want to know. YouTube's not really great about sending out notifications even though you are subscribed. So you want to make sure you hit the notification bell, and that goes for if you are just now subscribing or even if you've been subscribed for years now, been watching us for 3-4 years straight and you still haven't hit the notification bell, do so, because I can assure you, if you haven't, at some point or another, you have missed out on something. We don't want you to do that. So make sure you hit that. We'll go over a little recap of what we did yesterday. I'm going to try to keep this video short because I have a ton of work left to do on Thursday's card. We've got action going across everything. NBA, big day. NHL, big day. Another big day in college basketball. There's going to be a lot of action tonight based on what I've already locked in for tonight's card. And I still have about 40% of the games left to go over. Now, again, it's not quite lunchtime yet. So I have plenty of time. There's some games that I know that I'm going to get to and scratch off within the first 5 minutes of digging into it, because whether the lines be accurate or there's just no value there financially, or the market's just going way too crazy and it's a little bit too volatile to really want to make a solid investment in, whatever the case may be, there's going to be a ton of action. There's already a lot of action locked in, and I'm nowhere near done yet. So I want to keep this short and sweet. That way I have plenty of time to do that, get the plays out early. That way you guys can get your wagers locked in, kick back, and wait for everything to cash. But again, we'll go over kind of the same thing we did yesterday, letting you know what we've got going on, the main primary stuff that we've got going on from now kind of through the weekend. And that way you can take advantage of that if it is something that you are interested in before you miss out on the opportunity. First and foremost and most important, I guess, for today is going to be what we announced yesterday on Wednesday's video was the NHL game of the week. So we announced it yesterday, but as I said, it was not a game for Wednesday. It was a game for Thursday night, and so you had plenty of time to purchase it. But as I said on yesterday's video, you want to get it early. Don't wait until right before game time or until the very last minute, because then you risk there being changes, whether it be, because again, I'm not going to tell you what game it's in, and I'm also not going to tell you if it's a side play or a totals play. The only thing you're going to know is that the game is tonight and it's in the NHL. That's it. So what if it's a totals play? What if that total, if we're going to play under and the total drops, or we're going to play over and the total goes up? Now, again, all of us already have our wagers locked in, but you watching this, you don't, and you risk having to pay more to buy up, buy down. Maybe you're not able to, so you're having to take a much bigger risk and play something with a lot less value, something that would be lesser rated, because you cannot get what was released. Let's say it's a side play, a money line, and while a money line is not going to change, you can always bet a money line. But what if the odds change a little bit and you're having to lay an additional, 10, 15, 20 cents overall for that wager? Again, is it an enormous deal? No. Is it going to change the way I feel about the game and what I rate the game at? No. But do I like it as much because of that? Absolutely not. Because, again, when you rate out something this high, where it's not just a premium play, not just a daily top play, but it is a game of the week, a game of the month, or a game of the year, which are the 3 highest rated games that I will release across any sport, no matter what. It's always been that way. There will never be anything higher than these 3. It doesn't just have to meet criteria as far as, I'm saying a team's going to win, or I'm saying a total is going to go over or go under. There has to be just as much financial value within what you're going to pay The market's going to have to produce as much financial value as there is an edge on the game itself per what I'm predicting. That doesn't come easy, nor does it come every day, nor does it come every week. I know it's a game of the week, but just because it's a game of the week doesn't mean we will have a game of the week every week in every sport. Hell, in the NHL, we went 6 weeks straight before Christmas and didn't have a single one. We had 2 or 3 in a row and then 6 weeks with nothing. So all of that, you know how it's got to rate out. So when we do it, we obviously want you to get the best value possible. We want you to have the edge, which you'll get, but we want you to have that value too, so that not only are you taking the least amount of risk to win and make your money, but you're also able to make the most amount of money possible versus paying more, risking more, whatever, and then when the play cashes, you missing out on, what could end up being, for some bettors, if they're smaller, $20, $30. For some, $200, $300, or $2,000, $3,000. You never know, depending on what that bankroll is and what they consider, a 1 unit size to be. So make sure you jump on it. There are multiple 9 o'clock games going on tonight in the NHL. I mean, there's quite a few of them. There's three or four. I think it's 3 going on at 9 tonight. And I know I said yesterday in yesterday's video, I'm going to say a 9 o'clock game. Everybody's going to assume that I am playing the Colorado Avalanche or, whatever. The only thing I'll tell you is that it's not even in that game. That's what I will tell you. Now, what I will tell you is there is a play within that game that I do like, and that has a very good shot of making tonight's card as a premium and or top play. But there's not a play within that game that ranks out as a game of the week. So it's not even in that. I'm not going to tell you what game it's in. I'm not going to tell you if it's a side. I'm not going to tell you if it's a total. All I'm going to tell you is at 9:05 p.m. tonight, the puck's going to drop on the ice. That game's going to be going, and we are going to cash in and slap the shit out of every bookie that got in our way. For myself and every client we have. If you want to be a part of that, make sure you get on board. At 9 o'clock Eastern time on the dot, the second the clock strikes 9 p.m. Eastern time, the purchase link will be removed. You will not be able to purchase it. So unless you have completed your purchase before the clock strikes 9, or you have clicked on to make a purchase and you are already submitting your credit card information, or you are hitting submit after entering it, you will not be able to get on it. No exceptions, no extensions, nothing. Come 9 o'clock, it's over. So you better get on it now. Again, you have plenty of time. I mean, right now, there's 11, 12 hours you can still wager or still buy this game. By the time you see this video, there won't be that much time left. But there'll be plenty. But you better do it before 9 o'clock. And I'm telling you right now, the earlier the better. Because not only have I said this is a game that I foresaw some line movement in, or I say line movement, something within the odds, things like that. This is one of those games where even though it may not be much, it may just be very minimal. It still means something. It still means money. It still means value. And you want everything you can get. Stop leaving money on the table if you can prevent it just because you want to be lazy and wait 2 or 3 extra hours to go purchase the play you're going to purchase anyway. So go jump on it. The earlier the better, the safer you will be. And maybe nothing does move. And if it doesn't, good for you. But there's the possibility. I think there's a really good shot at it. So the earlier you buy, the better. You avoid that risk and you'll get the most out of tonight's game. But the game of the week goes tonight, 9:05 p.m. As always, it's $50, but it comes with the best pure profit guarantee in the business. The game must win, the pick must cash, or you get 3 days of all plays in all sports, all premium plays, all daily top plays in NHL, NBA, college basketball, everything. For 3 full days, no questions asked. So we guarantee that no matter what, even if God forbid this game were to lose, which it's not going to, that we are going to make sure you turn a profit from your $50 purchase and that there's no risk involved, because one way or another, you are going to not just get your money back, you are going to turn a profit and have more money than when you started, period. And that's what we offer on absolutely everything. So what do you have to really lose? And again, Anybody that's been with us before, no, you guys know you don't. But if you're new here and you're thinking about it, you're on the fence, you've thought about it the last couple of times, but you didn't pull the trigger and you're thinking about it again, what do you have to lose? We're going to ensure you make money one way or the other, even if something very rare happens and we drop an NHL game of the week, which, like I said, is not going to happen. But if it did, you're still going to make profit, and that $50 is not going to have gone to waste. That you can take to the bank. So other than that, the March Madness packages are still on sale. One of them ends tomorrow at midnight. The other one ends Tuesday at, I think, 6 p.m. whenever the ACC tournament tips off. So first tip-off of the ACC tournament will end March Madness membership abilities, period. You won't be able to buy anything. But we were doing a huge discount on one. So the standard March Madness package is every premium and daily top play from the start of any conference tournaments all the way through the big tournaments until someone's crowned a national champion. So 5, almost 6 weeks of basketball. And that, I mean, again, there's already March Madness action going on in the smaller conferences. The big conferences don't do their conference tournaments until starting next Tuesday, so just shy of a week from now. And then after that, we'll get into the big tournaments and stuff. So you're still going to get 5, close to 6 weeks of action, all premium and daily top plays. Every year for March Madness, that's usually $299. This year it's $199, but you better get on it while you can, because come Tuesday, when that first ACC tournament game tips off, that package will not be available anymore. It's not like it'll go back up in price or anything. It just won't be available. You won't be able to buy it. And for the first time ever, we are offering an all-access pass that involves one sport and one sport only, and it is this March Madness. So if you like getting all the premium and daily top plays, but you know, hey, it's March Madness. We know you're going to have a game of the week probably every week from now until it's over. You're probably going to have a game of the month between now until it's over. You may even have something that rates out as high as a game of the year that people are going to want to buy like crazy. So that's going to be something that you have to buy extra, unless you're an all-access member, which all of this is irrelevant to you. But how would you like to not have to buy those separately? Jump on the March Madness all-access pass, and not only do you get every premium and daily top play from now until college basketball is officially over, but you will also get every game of the week. You'll also get a game of the month. And if there is something that rates out higher as a game of the year, you also get that, and you will not have to purchase them. They will be included. That package is only available until midnight Friday night. Now, you can wait till then to buy it if you want to, or you can buy it now, and you can start making money tonight instead of missing out on 2 full days of action and profit. So, again, it's your prerogative, but do the smart thing. Start making money now. Don't leave money on the table. I guess that's the theme of this video. Stop leaving money on the table. You're doing it to yourself. So that's the big stuff. And then the last is the remainder of the season passes. The NHL. That right there is a $2,000 package every year. There's still a ton of hockey left. There's still a ton of regular season left. Then you've got the playoffs. The NHL playoffs are probably one of the longest running playoff in terms of how long they go, how much action you'll get. Usually it's a $2,000 season pass. You can get the remainder of it, which is every premium and daily top play from now through the regular season, then through the playoffs, and through the Stanley Cup Finals until there is a champion, for $299. Usually this time of year it would be $499 to get the remainder. NBA, which is almost just as on fire as that is. Playoffs, they'll be coming up here in a couple of months. You can do the same thing, $299. You get every premium and daily top play through the rest of the regular season of the NBA, then through the NBA playoffs, then through the conference finals, and then through the finals until there is a champion crowned. So, $300, take your pick, whichever one you want. Or if you decide, you know what, I want both of those. Because usually they're $500 a piece at this point to get the remainder. But it's only $300, so for only $100 more than what I would normally pay for one, I can get both. Well, I'll do you one better. Send me a DM on Twitter and say, hey, I want both of them, and this goes just through this week only. I'll give you a special coupon code that will allow you to go to the site, grab both, put them in your cart, go to checkout, enter that coupon code, and your total for both, all you will pay is $499. $500, you get the remainder of NHL and NBA. And I'll do you one better. Again, this is only going to go until tonight at 9 o'clock, so you have to purchase whichever one you're going to do by then. If you purchase by or before 9 p.m. tonight and you buy the combo pass for both, or you buy just the NHL, I will give you tonight's NHL game of the week absolutely free. You'll get instant access the second you purchase the remainder of the season pass, which is right there at the top of the page, right under the game of the week and the March Madness stuff. Let's say you would rather do that to the NBA. Fair enough. As long as you do it by 9 p.m. tonight, that the next time there is a massive release in the NBA, which I hope is this weekend, whether it be a game of the week, whether it be a game of the month, or even if it's the game of the year, you will get it absolutely free. Just the next one, though. If you buy the combo pass by 9 o'clock tonight, $500, you will get tonight's NHL game of the week, and whatever the next big release for the NBA is, you'll get that absolutely free. So that's going to save you at minimum $100 right there. Could be, between $250 and $300 if we're talking about games of the month or year. So think about it. A lot of value in there, big promotions, big discounts. Take advantage while you can if it is something you were considering. All right, let's get on some free. Well, let's tell you kind of what we did yesterday. So we gave you a bunch of free plays yesterday. Orlando Magic. I told you that, they shouldn't win the game, but the numbers made sense. I'm going to hand it to Orlando. Orlando outplayed Indiana. They deserved to win the game. Yeah, they made a couple of mistakes there at the end. I think they got some terrible calls. And truth be told, Indiana got lucky. Those last 3 3-pointers that they made, any other night, at any other time, they would have at best made 1 out of those 3 in a row that they made. And that right there got them right back into the game. Orlando got some horrible fouls, sent Indiana to the line. Ultimately, it went into overtime, and we all know when it's the NBA and it's overtime, it's a crapshoot. When it went into overtime, I knew it was a crapshoot. It was basically the flip of a coin. Unfortunately, Orlando did not squeak out the win, and they did not cover. Not by much, but they didn't. So, unfortunately, the Orlando +3, we did lose. I mean, if it literally just 1 bucket different either way, didn't matter from Indiana or Orlando, we would have cashed that ticket in regulation like we should have. Yesterday had more pushes in a single day than I think that I've ever had in my career. So, obviously there, another NBA game yesterday we had, which was one of the pushes, was the Hornets and the Cavaliers over 217. Well, it landed on 217. So it was a push. No harm, no foul. It is what it is. Another push was the Sabres and the Maple Leafs over 6 goals. It landed on 6 goals. It was another push. Speaking of hockey, the Predators yesterday. I told you that I like the Predators, but they're going to give up goals. They'll screw themselves. The game that I liked the most, I was telling you to read between the lines, was obviously the over 5.5, and that one blew through the total. And it did so just in the way I would said it would, because of not because of Nashville, because of what Nashville gives up and allows the other team to score, which they wouldn't be able to do against pretty much any other team. And they did it with Nashville's best goalie in there. So I told you that would happen. So hopefully you read between the lines, you played it, and you cashed in there. But that was a push there on the Leafs and the Sabres over. Another push that we had yesterday was on George Mason and Davidson over 135. It landed right on 135. That was a premium play. And, oh, God, I mean, just push after push, it seems. But yesterday in college basketball, overall, had it not been for the pushes, I mean, it would have been an incredible day. But the pushes kept, these games from cashing. There was a couple of really bad beats where it was just a fluke of a chance of, garbage shots, buzzer beaters that shouldn't have gone in. We, lost by a bucket. That happened. One of those that happened with was Rutgers and Indiana over 131. Literally 1 point. They held it. There was 3 possessions where nothing was shot. Take a chance on those 3. One of them will go in. We would have cashed that play. Landed at 129. We needed over 131. So that one sucked. The other 2-point loss that we took was Bryant -16. Yeah, they ended up making 2 fouls after they had the game in the bag. Why are you fouling? And it ended up hurting us. So it's one of those days. Let's get you on some free plays. Tonight, I like the Avalanche over 3.5 team goals. I like the Lightning tonight on the money line at -$1.60. And I like the Hurricanes and the Capitals over 5.5, or over 6 now, over 6 goals as your big premium play. Love you guys. Go to the site, get on something, and we'll see all you guys in the winner circle. Love you and good luck.